Hi, I'm the developer of Etherwind, and welcome to the first Etherwind Devlog. This update is focused on what's changed since the April playtest. The playtest was really useful because it made a few things very clear. The core of the game is there, but the first-time experience needed to feel smoother, the UI needed a lot of work, character creation needed more personality and polish, and the environments needed another pass on polish and performance. I received a lot of great feedback, so a special thank you to everyone who joined the playtest. So what I've been working on the most has been improving all of what's already there. The first major change is the UI redesign. A lot of Etherwind's older UI was functional, but it didn't always feel consistent. Since the playtest, I've been reworking the interface to make it cleaner, more readable, and more cohesive across the game. Buttons have been redesigned, panels have been adjusted, visuals were improved, and a lot of smaller usability issues were fixed. The second big area is character creation and character polish. This got a pretty significant upgrade. Character customization now has more flexible color controls, including HSV selection for hair and eyes, support for unlinked eye colors, and improved skin color options. I also spent time polishing the character models themselves. Better head shapes, improved shading, updated hair, and new face part textures. One of the bigger technical changes is how faces are put together. Previously, faces were much more limited and purely mask-driven. The new setup breaks faces into more flexible parts like eyes, irises, brows, mouths, glints, masks, and other expression pieces. This makes it much easier to support different face styles, expressions, and customization options without every variation needing to be a completely separate full face texture. That should make both player characters and human NPCs easier to build over time. The third major focus was tutorial and onboarding. The playtest made it obvious that early game needed more structure. Players needed clear instruction, better feedback, and less confusion. Since then, I've added a new tutorial quest, and tutorial text has been rewritten in places to be more direct. I also added tooltips to the objective panel that shows you a summary of the current task. The goal here was to make the opening experience feel less like being dropped into a system and more like being guided into a world. The fourth area is environment polish and performance. A lot of the world has received visual upgrades since the playtest. NPCs, foliage, gates, terrain, props, and lighting all got a lot of attention. There were also a lot of rendering and performance improvements, LOD work, instance prefab drawing improvements, cache matrices, better sorting, enabling GPU resident drawer added a nice frame rate boost, shader cleanup, grass cleanup, and fixes for fog, exposure, shadows, and material behavior. Some of these changes are subtle, but together they help the world feel more stable and more finished. The aim is for areas to look better while also being more practical to render, especially as maps become more detailed. So overall, this update is mostly about responding to what the playtest revealed. The UI is more readable, character creation has more depth, characters and NPCs look better, the tutorial has clearer structure, and the environments are getting both prettier and more performant. There's still a lot to do, but this was an important pass on the parts of the game players touch first: how it looks, how it explains itself, and how it feels to move through the world. Thank you for following the development of Etherwind, and I'll see you in the next devlog. Bye!